I haven't mastered meditation yet.
There's nothing to master. You just sit there and you listen to it and it works or it doesn't. And if you listen to it enough times, it works.
Really? It's just the repetition of doing it. Maybe that's what I need to do, because my mind always goes somewhere else.
You don't have to sit there and do it yourself. I just listen to the music, and sometimes I listen to that music when I'm working, and it really helps me focus. And I just do 10 to 15 minutes of somebody telling me what I'm doing or what I'm feeling, and it helps. That's it.
See, I don't need it when I'm working, because when I'm working, that's where my mind goes. Any noise in the room takes my focus. I can't even listen to songs I like and type.
I listen to like alpha waves. They call it focus music. So that kind of works sometimes.
I can't do that either. Any noise at all. If the gardeners are going behind me sometimes, I have trouble. I get stuck on a thought.
Oh, that bugs me.
I can't do the white noise things. Scott loves that stuff. He almost can't work without something going on.
Yeah,
he had a Parisian coworker who had all these crazy tracks that just sound like an acid trip. And so I was walking in at 4 a.m. He's got one of those going, and he's working out some huge model or rigging or whatever.
That is cool. Yeah, I like that music, but yeah, I get that not everybody, but that really changed things for me, I think. I mean, a lot of it was getting sober. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody needs to do that, and that's not why I mentioned that, but for me, that was a huge problem. So I can't just have one or two. I couldn't, You know what
bugs me is I've taken time where I just didn't drink, especially when I haven't been sleeping for a while. Usually the first night that I go into it, I sleep great, usually. Then my sleep pattern goes right back to what it was. I'm like, the one thing I was supposed to be assured was that I would sleep better. So, but no, because especially when I get talking, if I have a glass of wine in my hand, that becomes like 2 and then 2.5, because I'm getting passionate about whatever I'm talking about. If I'm just sitting there, having dinner, it's just a glass of wine. It's not a big deal. But if I'm worked up about something and I have a glass of wine, that's where I start multiplying. And that's what I've had to cut out, is I can't combine the two. One can't be therapy. Yeah.
But you know that about yourself. Since I got sober, I haven't even met anybody who drinks like I did.
Oh, really?
I did have friends who drank like I did when I was drinking. But
yeah. And they were a lot of fun when you were drinking.
Yeah, but most of the people I know now, it's very rare.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of big drinkers. I knew them in college. And I was one of them in college, but I don't know any big drinkers now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, I was a bartender.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a bartender. That's how I put myself through school.
Oh, wow.
And I love bartending. And so when people come to my house, they expect cocktails.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we post cocktails so often, it looks like that's all we do. But we get really into the presentation and all of that.
Yeah.
We usually have a cocktail on the weekend and that's it, but we post them so it looks like that's all we do.
It's fun. Yeah.
I'll have friends over and they all want to drink because they're at a bartender's house. But none of us drink cocktails during the week or even that much on the weekend. And so we're all sitting there just kind of quiet and stony for an hour until, the buzz wears off, because none of us are prepared for the hard stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's the way to be. I used to make cocktails for everybody too, but I was drinking a lot of them. So
yeah, my problem is always wine. Yeah. I love red wine so much, but I am still at the point that I like the taste, which I know that means nothing if you have 3 glasses, but
still, that's not that many.
I like the other night we opened a bottle of wine and it stunk, and I took one sip, poured it out, and got a glass of milk for dinner because it was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to waste any calories on this.
Yeah. All right. Well,
on that note,
now I might end after we and you're like, yeah, because I give these dolls meaning. That's why they have meaning. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I might end around there and cut out some of the filler stuff in the middle at the end.
Well, yeah, I trust you. You always do such a good job with the editing on it.
Oh, thank you. Now that I finally have my audio sorted.
Oh I cannot believe you're gonna have to turn that mattress into a Murphy bed or something.
I'm gonna put it back in the garage. I'm gonna see if I can just put it in the hall if I didn't need it, then I'm getting rid of it again.
I love that you had a mattress hanging out in the garage to use.
It means I don't know anybody with a truck. I don't know anybody with a truck.
I mean, there's a story
I
there.
need to haul it to the dump is what I need to do. It's like, it's not going to fit on my car.
Okay.
Oh, God.